Hello, welcome to Stampin' by Hannah. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. And I have a really quick and easy, simple card for you today using some products that you might not immediately go, oh, need to use those together. So I have got Biggest Wish, which is my absolute favourite stamp set for birthday cards, and another oldie but goldie stylish shapes, both still in the annual catalogue. But I have got a product from the new catalogue, which is this one, which traditionally would be out is like Christmas catalogue, September to December. Mostly there's Christmas in here, there's kind of autumn in here, there's a couple of all occasion bits. The very, very first suite, the first set of products you come to is this, Merry, Bold and Bright, and it's gorgeous, but it's very festive. Like it's all the imagery, like the stamp set, it's all quite festive. But when you dig into the actual designer series paper itself, which I have here looking quite messy, you will see, you can tell I've been using this paper a lot. You can see, actually it's not festive. We've got polka dots and stripes. We've got a lot of cardstock. We've got some foil. That is part of the suite. If you buy the pack of designer series paper, it will be separate. But it is part of the suite. So if you buy the suite as a whole, you'd get that. You've got some trees. There's a little bit of festive imagery. We've got some more polka dots. We've got some stripes. I love that rainbow stripe. We've got some red and pink stripe. Then we've got some more very festive imagery with the tree lights, a giant polka dot, and then there's also that version of the tree light paper. So there's loads that's both really festive and really not festive in here. And so I thought, because I've made quite a lot of Christmas cards with this, that I would go ahead and make a card for a birthday with it, because, I might as well. So I have got a piece of that polka dot paper. Like, that is not Christmas at all, is it? It's got fa la 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 on the other side, but that bit, you could use that for any occasion, couldn't you? I'm going to have to put it that way so it's rainbow order. Brain. I've also got two inks. I've got Blueberry Bushel and Flirty Flamingo. And I've got a Blueberry Bushel card base and some scraps. I've already gone ahead and done my bit of die cutting, so that's the largest circle from the Stylish Shapes dies. And let's do a bit of stamping and get this card put together. So move the dies out of the way because I don't need those. I love Biggest Wish for birthdays. It's just bold and bright and just one of those like classic stamp sets that's just brilliant for a birthday. So I'm going to stamp the actual word birthday in Blueberry Bushel. Now this is one of those colours that has come back to us this year. So if you've been around a little while, you might have this in your stash from before. I did, but I have bought it again anyway, just because. So that is that. And then we've got Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to do the happy part of the birthday sentiment in Flirty Flamingo. My stamps are not particularly clean looking, but it should. I'm gonna stamp off and test it. Yeah, it will stamp absolutely fine. Photopolymer ink, photopolymer stamps, these clear ones, do stain, and it just says that you've got a well-loved stamp. So I'm gonna move all of that out of the way. And then we have got a bit of fussy cutting to do because obviously I can't stick that on my card as it is. So this is a great stamp set for learning new fussy cutting, because the big bold words, because you've got every word you've got twice. And if you're using like this birthday, it's dead easy to cut out because it's just a square, which is brilliant. So I'm just going to really simply cut that out. Now, you could, technically, fussy cut the Y. I'm not going to. I'm going to go straight down. There. Technically, that is fussy cut. I have cut that out by hand. The happy is a little bit more complicated. but still not massively difficult. Let's give yourself plenty of room and move the cardstock and not the scissors. Try and keep these, I'm using paper snips, and they are sharp right to the end, but you don't want to be cutting right to the end if you can help it. It's better to kind of keep the cuts in the middle of the blades, and you get a much smoother cut that way. If you have seen my Instagram recently, you will have probably seen a bit of fussy cutting on there, in a reel or two. I speed up my reels a lot to get the kind of fussy cut bits, because you can see I'm going quite slowly. There is no time limit, there's no time pressure, and I think that's the thing when we're watching a lot. I mean, I consume a lot of content, but when we're watching the other people do fussy cutting, just be really mindful, particularly if you're watching fussy cutting on something like Instagram or TikTok, that actually it's probably sped up, or if there's nobody talking over the top, or if it's not, like I'm talking as I'm doing this, which is why it's not the best fussy cutting job in the world. I could voice it over, but that's effort that I just haven't got at this point. I am filming this on Friday night because I'm trying to get myself a little bit ahead for next week, as I have basically just all of the night shifts. So yeah, I'm at work all day Saturday, and then I'm on night shifts for 4 days. So I'm trying to get myself a little bit ahead. So I am filming on Friday night. So if you can hear voices in the background, there are children playing, just not in my back garden, but in the back garden, like behind mine, and they're loud. I'm hoping that the camera's not picking it up. So that is the basis of our card. I'm keeping it super simple, because I think this is one of those cards that actually it doesn't matter what pack of designer scissors paper you've got. You know, it could work with anything. So I've got Blueberry Bushel card base, and I'm just going to use my tape runner today because it's really convenient. This is Stampin' Seal. As always, completely available in the online store. The link to the online store is in the down bar below. And then anything you see, you just need to search for. And I can guarantee while you're looking, there'll be other things that spring into your basket, because that's what happens to me when I'm in the online store. So there is our card base, and that's so easy, isn't it? I literally got a layer of Blueberry Bushel, which is my card base itself, a layer of basic white, and my designer scissors paper. The reason I quite often put a layer of basic white between my card base and my designer scissors paper is I just think it looks cleaner. There are times where I will just put the designer scissors paper straight down, but I really like the look of it when it's kind of, there's a break in the colour. I'm then going to pop my basic white die cut circle on, again with a bit of steel, just Stampin' Seal, the ordinary, plain, boring, normal one. And I've left that hanging off the edge, so I am just going to chop the back of it off. Just, ooh, always a bit tricky. I should probably have done that bit before I stuck it on, so it would have been in line with the white, but I'm okay with that. But you could do that. You could layer all this card together and then layer it onto the card base. And then we're going to layer our sentiment. So I'm going to pop the birthday again down completely flat, like so. And then the happy, I'm going to take a couple of mini dimensionals. I love these. So if you haven't seen, Stampin' Up sell dimensional adhesive. So it's got a little bit of, it's a bit thick, in 2 sizes. They also do a full sheet. I've never bought the full sheet, and yeah. So you've got the kind of large size ones, regular size, and then you've got the mini ones. And you get loads in a pack, absolutely loads and loads. They're like my go-to thing that I will tack onto an order because they're not expensive either. And yeah, I end up with hundreds and hundreds of packs of the things. I sorted all my adhesive out not that long ago and had about 15 sheets of like part used. What's great about them as well is that the adhesive goes all the way to the edge. So even this strip here, you can chop up and use that too. So I've got 3 mini dimensionals on the back of the word happy. And I'm just gonna, now, like, you can place this wherever you like. I like keeping it quite tight and at a bit of a jaunty angle. Just a personal preference thing. And that is my card. That's it. We are keeping it really simple. We have been here for 10 minutes and my card is already done. And sometimes you just need one of those quick cards you can throw together, don't you? And that is it for me. I just think that's really pretty. You could bling that up with a bit of, with some rhinestones or a bit of, or a ribbon bow or anything like that. But I'm going to keep it super simple. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have enjoyed being here, do hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button and leave me a comment down below. Let me know which Designer Series paper pack you're going to use this on this card, because I think you could do, I mean, you could change the sentiment, you could make it a Christmas card with some Christmas Designer Series paper, and it would still be fantastic. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.